Hi, and welcome back to the channel. I always read the comment sections. I try to respond to everyone. As the channel grows, I'm sure that's going to be very hard to do. Even with the limited amount of subscribers that this channel has right now, after work and after I do everything, I always check. And I can already foresee that there'll be a time when I can't answer everyone. So I'll just have to look at things and go, okay, a lot of people are asking about this, so I'll respond to it. But I really am trying to respond to everyone. And I've had two people ask me, why is it when I lock my Floyd Rose locker and my string is in tune, why when I lock it does the string now go out of tune? That, believe it or not, is a pretty easy fix. It's usually your string tree. You need to make an adjustment on this string tree. And in this video, we're going to show you how to do that. Okay, first, we need to explain what is going on. If you look right here, there's a V notch. That's what your string is riding on. It's acting as the fret. Okay, but in the back, there's also another V notch. And if you look here, with our string tree sitting where it is, I can push down on this. And you can see it engaging down into that notch? That's what's causing your strings to go up in pitch when you tighten your nuts. When you tighten that nut, it rolls back, it pushes down on the string and increases the pitch. The sweet spot is to get this adjusted down to where this string is still sitting in that notch V groove in the back, but also still being level here from the bottom of the string tree to the tuning peg. It's okay if it goes up just a little bit. I've had to do that. You lower this down. You just don't want a steep angle. You don't want this all the way down on the body before you get this right. If that happens, you're going to need to move this string tree. Now that we know what's actually going on, that string is being pushed down when you tighten it and creating the pitch change, let's see how to make this adjustment and what we need to do. So I'm going to change the camera angle so we can get a better view of that. Okay, here we are at our guitar. And if you look on the back of our nut, you can see where the strings were. I always try to reorient this part. Well, you definitely want to do this. Reorient this part in the same direction that it come off. And you can see this, see the distance here? And you can tell which one's the E and which one's the A. So let's get that back on. Let's get our screw in. Now I'm going to tune our E string. And we're going to show what ends up happening here. And we want to get this E string tuned as well as we can, because remember, we're adjusting that string tree to our tune. So don't halfway tune the guitar and make an adjustment. Get it as close as you can and see what it does. Now we want to see how bad is this scenario. I've got my tool in. I'm going to strike the note. And let's tighten it and see what it does. And you can see that it went way sharp. So how do we fix that? Well, we kind of already went over that. But now we're going to show you. We need to lower this. So I'm going to lower it down a little bit. We also want to check our high E. I'm going to move the tremolo a little bit, make sure the string tension is the same. There we go. Let's put our tool in. And I'm going to strike it again. And you can see that one goes up as well. So we know we need to lower that side as well. And right now we're just kind of throwing a dart. I'm going to say about right there for our first adjustment. Make sure our nuts are loose. Let's retune. Oh, wrong tuning key. Move the bar so we get our string tension close. Okay, put my tool on our nut. Let's restrike the E. I'd say that's probably a little high. Remember, we want it as close as we can get it. It looks pretty stable. Now let's tighten our nut. And you can see that it did increase our tune just a little bit. So that's telling me that I still need to go down a little bit on the low E. Let's check our high E. Alright, let's put our tool in. Get it close. Like I said, we want it as close as we can get it. Now let's tighten our nut. It's pretty good. Maybe just a fraction down. So this one's pretty good, but we're going to go just a little bit more. And this one, we need to go down a little bit more than the high E. Let's try those two. I'm going to loosen these. Let's bring it up to tune. Move my bar a little bit. Get the string tension the same on both sides. Put my tool in. Right, there's our E, and let's tighten our nut and see what happens. Still going sharp, just a little bit. So I'm going to loosen it. There is a sweet spot. And that's what we're shooting for. Bring the tune up. A little too much. I'm going to go ahead and put my tool in. Right, there's our E. And now it's tight. That's pretty good. Now let's go back and check our high E, because we did make an adjustment on the high E. I went a little too far. Yep. There we go. Now let's tighten our high E. And there you go. Now when we tune our guitar and we lock it, it's not going to throw our instrument out because we have our string tree properly adjusted to our nut. Okay, like I said, this is an easy adjustment. It just takes a tuner, your tool that came with your guitar to lock your nut, and a Phillips screwdriver in most cases to adjust this. And you just move it back and forth to where that string sits in that rear groove that we showed you. And then just keep making the adjustment to when you lock this down, it stays in tune. Like I said, I've seen maybe only 2 guitars from the factory that this was installed from the factory that this had to be moved to correct the issue. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and if you did, great. Hit the like button, and if you would, please subscribe. You know, hitting the like button and subscribe pushes the YouTube AI so more people can see the content. This particular video was just put out because some of the subscribers had asked, hey, you know, when I lock my locker, it throws my string tuning out. And they had asked for a quick video on how to make that adjustment, and that's why I made this video. It's for you guys. We're a community, and we have to work together and learn together and, you know, have fun together. That's why we bought guitars to start with. You know, you want to have fun with your guitar. You don't want to tune your guitar and then lock it and go, oh, the darn thing's out of tune again. So get your guitar set up right and go out and play it and have some fun. That's why you bought the thing to start with. Anyway, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and thank you for watching.